Hello, my amazing, wonderful people. Your girl here, Morena J. It's been a minute and I miss you people. And it's such a privilege to address you and to grace your screens. When you see me, just call me your favorite nutritionist because I'm committed and so excited and I'm so willing and ready to walk you through the issues of health. I'm here to explain to you. I'm here to make you understand how food interacts with your body in various functions, in various processes to bring about various impact and various outcomes. There are some positive outcomes and negative outcomes. That is according to the food you eat, according to the amount you eat, and according to the time you eat, and also how your mental health, how your sleep patterns are also going to be affected by food, and how you are going to make the right choices after you hear my advice. And so, trust me with your weight issues, be it you want to shed, you want to lose that extra pound, that extra kilos, and maybe another person wants to gain weight. You never know. People have different goals. People have different goals which they want to achieve when it comes to health issues, be it diabetes, there's type 1 and type 2, be it pregnancy complications, be it breastfeeding complications. Maybe you want to know how or which food am I going to eat that is going to increase or improve my milk supply so that I can raise healthy babies. We are going to talk about here in my channel. We also address cancer, we address hypertension, ulcers, name it all. You are not ready. Just trust me to be your nutritionist, to walk the journey with you. You can get me via my email address, DM me, or you can just talk to me on the comment section and I will respond to you. And without further ado, allow me to go, or allow me to introduce today's topic. And today I'm going to talk about something crucial, something sensitive, something which is very important to every one of us. And the reason I'm alive today is because of that thing. And it's an organ, a very important organ that I love so much, the heart. We all know that when the heart stops beating, we are all dead. And therefore, what is it that personally you are doing to help protect your heart from diseases? Because it's an organ which pumps blood and does other activities. So it's prone to wear and tear. It's prone to getting tired. It's prone to failing. And so, what does the heart do? So, every time your heart beats, blood pumps around your body, throughout your body, because of that single heartbeat. Blood is pumped throughout your body, and this blood carries with it oxygen that we need to breathe in. Oxygen is the air we breathe. So this blood carries with it oxygen and nutrients throughout the body as the heart beats. So that is the very important function of the heart that you need to know, or that you know. And also, this blood that is pumped by the heart carries CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and waste products that are unwanted by the body. So that's how important the heart is to us, or to you. The second function of the heart is that it carries hormones. It circulates hormones to various and different parts of your body. And hormones are chemicals that coordinates various functions in the body, carried by blood to your organs and other tissues. And they carry messages with them. These hormones tell your body what to do and what not to do, or when to act and when not to act. For example, we have glucagon, we have insulin hormone. So for example, insulin hormone, this is a hormone which is activated to carry its function when blood sugar is high. So upon sensing that the blood sugar is high, insulin is produced, And this insulin is going to coordinate various functions so that your blood sugar can go low, or so that your blood sugar can drop. And when your blood sugar is too low, glucagon is activated and is going to raise your blood sugar. So these hormones are very important, and they're carried by blood throughout your body. So I hope I'm well understood there. And the third function of the heart is that it helps in the maintenance of blood pressure. It helps in the maintenance of blood pressure. So that's the reason you should get your blood pressure checked from time to time, so that it can be at a normal range to avoid cardiovascular diseases. And the work of the heart is to help you have a healthy blood pressure, because when you don't have a healthy blood pressure or a normal blood pressure, that is the beginning of many problems, many health problems. So those are the most important functions of the heart. It has other functions, but those are the most important functions of the heart that you should know. And the next thing is to look at the symptoms of cardiovascular diseases. Which are these warning signs that you should watch out for, that you should look out for? When you feel this way, you should check your doctor, you should call, you should run to the hospital for further investigations, because they could simply imply that, hey, your heart is not okay, your cardiovascular system is in danger. Which are these warning signs? And number one is chest pain. Chest pain could be a call for emergency, and this is what most people don't know. Chest pain, you could just be feeling chest pain, there is a pain, and you could maybe confuse it for heartburn. But actually, when you're too careful, when you're too keen, you will feel chest pain. Don't ignore a chest pain. Kindly run to the hospital, because it could be an emergency. And chest pain happens because there is a limited blood flow. There is a little blood flow to the heart, and that's why there is this chest pain. So that is the very common number one symptom, and it's a very common symptom in people with cardiovascular diseases. Chest pain. Don't ignore a chest pain. Go get checked to rule out that it's not a cardiovascular disease. Our number two symptom is shortness of breath. Shortness of breath comes about because it's like you don't have enough oxygen, because your blood is not pumping enough blood to supply the needed oxygen. Therefore, you'll have shortness of breath because your heart has a problem. So this is an emergency that you need to be taken care of, that you need to take care of. Whenever you feel that you have shortness of breath, please create an alarm and go get help from a health facility, because that's a very bad warning sign. Another good symptom is fatigue, unexplained fatigue. I mean, you just feel like, oh my God, I just need to rest. You can't do anything, you just feel extreme fatigue that you cannot explain how, and that is because your heart again is not pumping enough blood, so your organs are really straining because they are deficient, or they are not getting enough supply of nutrients and enough blood and enough oxygen, because your heart is not doing its normal function of pumping blood normally. So this whole fatigue, this unexplained fatigue, is just another common symptom in cardiovascular diseases. The next symptom or sign is that you can experience palpitations. These are very fast or uneven heartbeats. Uneven heartbeats, like your heart is pumping pa 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 pa, or pa, like it's not even as usual. You just feel like, hey, no, this is not normal, my heart does not beat like this. Palpitations. Kindly get help. That's an emergency. Your heart is not okay. palpitations are a very bad sign that your heart is not okay. Go get help before things get worse. And other symptoms are like leg pain, sweaty, you just feel you sweat a lot, coughing or wheezing could be a warning sign that, hey, your heart needs care. Your heart needs, like, it's an emergency that your heart is not okay. The examples of cardiovascular diseases are congestive heart failure, hypertension, there is cardiac arrest, and there is stroke. So, what are the causes of cardiovascular diseases? What causes your heart to fail? What causes your heart to stop doing its functions normally? So, let's go through these causes slowly so that you can know where are we making mistakes, where do we need to make changes, where do we need to make moderations and alterations to save this special organ, the heart, from disaster. The first cause that is really rising, that is really common, is overweight and obesity. When you're overweight or obese, that means you have a lot of fat accumulating in your body tissues. And when these fat accumulates, it means fatty materials could deposit or could be deposited in your arteries and your blood vessels. And when they are deposited, it will alter blood flow. It will try to block the flow of blood. And when it blocks, there will be no enough blood flow to other parts of the body or to other parts of the heart. And this is one of the most common causes of cardiovascular diseases: obesity and overweight. The second cause is high levels of cholesterol. And by the way, not everyone who is obese or overweight has high cholesterol levels. Or let me put it like this. Not everyone who has high cholesterol is overweight and obese. You can just get someone who is very slim, someone who is of a healthy weight, but has high cholesterol levels. So kindly get your cholesterol levels checked, because when these cholesterol levels are high, they tend to grow. And eventually, when they grow, they block your arteries. And sometimes they break suddenly. These cholesterol break suddenly, and they cause clots. And when clots are there, they block blood flow to arteries and veins and to other parts of the body. So get your cholesterol levels checked and know if you are safe or not. And if you are not safe, in the next video of diet modifications and what you need to eat to prevent and in management of cardiovascular diseases, I'll address this issue further. What to eat to prevent high levels of cholesterol in your blood. And on to the third cause is tobacco smoking. Tobacco smoking is very dangerous. This includes cigarette smoking. Cigarette is not good for your health at all. And the reason you should cut down, slowly try reducing your cigarette consumption. And with time, you'll just have no reason. You'll have no excuse but to completely leave it, because it's damaging your heart, and you only have one heart. You only have one heart, and if it fails, it's very expensive to repair it. Kindly maintain it, because repairing your heart is very, very expensive. It may not even be repaired. That's the sad thing. That's so unfortunate. So this smoking, tobacco, and cigarette increases formation of plaque in your blood vessels. And when plaques are formed, there is no way blood is going to circulate normally. There'll be a deficiency. And so kindly avoid cigarettes. Even passive smokers, you could get, maybe you're standing near someone who is smoking, and these people who smoke, you should respect other people. Go to private areas and smoke there. Why should you smoke in front of people or before people who don't smoke? Because this is going to affect them in a very bad way. So please, keep safe. If you see someone smoking around you and you don't smoke, kindly run for your life, because it's going to form plaques in your arteries, and with time, eventually, your heart is going to stop. Your heart is going to fail. The next cause of cardiovascular diseases is a high blood pressure. High blood pressure is going to make your heart less elastic, and when it's less elastic, the pumping of blood is also going to be affected in a very big way. So hypertension is a major cause of heart problems. When it's not treated, or you're not taking your medications, or you're not doing anything to manage it, eventually it's going to cause heart failure or cardiovascular diseases. A lack of physical activity, lack of exercise says you should stay active. You should be active. Don't just stay on your TV. Don't just stay on your PAs. Don't just stay in your offices without incorporating physical exercises, because without physical exercises, trust me, you're going to develop cardiovascular diseases. So fight for your life. A diet high in sugar, fats, a diet high in sodium is another cause of cardiovascular diseases. So there is need to moderate your diet to suit your heart. A family history of cardiovascular diseases can also be a risk factor for you to get these cardiovascular diseases. So, but these are in rare cases when family history is related to cardiovascular diseases. And so even type 2 diabetes also, when left untreated or when you do not manage it properly, make sure when you have type 2 diabetes, please manage it properly so that it cannot lead to cardiovascular diseases. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your amazing support. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for everything. And let's meet in our next video. God bless you and be safe.